What's up? What's the word?
I've been signed to Machine since I was 16 years old, so I was a minor. My parents had to sign me over, you know what I'm saying? We've been family, been independent, made history. Boom. So, 16, first and foremost, I signed my publishing away for perpetually for 15 grand. But they claim he ain't no business. I was young anyway, so bottom line, I got to the bottom of it, of course. We got that back. Been amended that contract so many times. Long story short, over the years, been independent, worked with other labels, Sony Red, Epic. Now we in Republic System. I never had a direct deal with the label. It's always been with him, with Machine. So over the years, when we started generating money, probably this was we was on the Sony system, like 19. Pulled me to the side, like, bro, let me run your business for you.
You talking about JB?
I think it's both of them.
Yo. It's crazy.
What's crazy?
Nah, it's crazy.
Is that not public information?
Just the entity of the. We're just gonna say the entity of the record label.
We know everybody kind of like involved in this situation, so I don't kind of want to name drop because he name dropping. If you don't know folks' real name, you probably ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? But he talking about Machine and the people that own Machine NT, his label. They was guess they stealing money. Supposedly he was supposed to get them to sign him out his contract. They trying to say he signed the contract under duress. So the Machine said they made him sign the contract under duress, so it's invalid. And it's a lot going on in that situation. It's a lot of shit that's happening that I will not speak about on this live.
Here we go. Why even bring it up?
Do that.
Not,
right.
Like, you feel me? Okay, prayers out to Gherbo. Who next? Who we gonna talk about next?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm not saying we have but
I
in
guess,
this instance, I don't know both sides of the story either.
Yeah, it's a lot that's going on with that situation. But I guess I want to bring it up as far as it's crazy to see quote unquote Herb going through this publicly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we watched Herb grow up since he was 14, 15 on the internet, just doing music from Gangway to all the way from Kill Shit to who he is now. And just to see him go through this publicly, I guess there's so many things I want to touch on with the situation, but it's just like, do y'all feel like this was like the right move, or how did you view him for doing this on the internet?
That was gonna be my question. Like, of course, we trying to be respectful to all the people that we hold dear. Why did he feel like he had to take it to the internet? Like, I get it. We all I get it. He wanna, and then even like the caption was like, a message to my young artists: don't be afraid to stand on your business. Like, you could have said that without putting the people that technically, in a way, really was behind you for a real long time, throwing them under the dirt. I feel like there was a different way to say it, because you really just got on the internet and just told your business. Which, if you fine with that, you do that. I'm an advocate for everybody involved. I hope they work this out, because at the end of the day, I feel like when you work with people for so long, y'all become family. And
that's what I was gonna say. Like, them
people steal. My cousin done stole my mama them TVs how many times? But every time he come back and want to get some food, they still give him some food. Y'all family. Stop, Cody. Stop. But I am serious. Like, y'all family. That's how I've been brought up with family. Because if it was up to me, baby, I would have X'd out a couple people.
You don't think that's a little toxic, though?
What? The fact I said what, it's normal to me.
I get it, because it's same thing. But I'm just saying, I think. Well, I'll say this. I think taking it to the internet removes the chance of them working things out privately. Mm-hmm. Because above anything, I think, isn't JB like his son's godfather or something like that? One of them, I don't know. But I'm just saying,
I think that's me.
Nicki is his, yeah,
There's
Nicki is.
ties to the like these people been around like the family, like it's. So I feel like it just takes away that opportunity to try to work things out. And so now, when you go online and you pretty much tell the family business, it just, I don't know. But
Yeah, that's why I think it was just I just feel like it was a different way he could have went about it. If the underlining goal was to send a message out to the children and the young artists that's coming up that may have deals or independent deals with, investors or people that they feel like, oh, this been my uncle for how long? He finna bring me into the music game. Like, there's a way that you can drop gems and school some young artists up besides putting other people under the dirt. Especially because something like some legally, if y'all going through legal issues, like, don't put that out on the internet right now.
then on top of that, I think above anything, even though he said that and like put that as the caption, I think towards the end of the video, he did end up saying like they blocked me. So if you just know, like he made a direct like message to them too, or to J if it is JB, to him too by what he said. He said they blocked me. This, I don't remember what else he said, but he was talking about them blocking him, and then pretty much he was like saying like I'm finna get my, you know, I don't know. So
I hope it just ends well.
the
Whoever
thing
owes
is
whoever
like,
money, I hope it ends well. I hate to
um,
see another Chicago artist be in a bad deal. And
people people talk. They were talking about how like this is something that is normal within the industry for record, for record labels to do these types of things. But then my question also, is that a lot of the times these record labels, managers, whoever, they up money in the beginning of their careers. And, I'm not saying that it wasn't paid back because I don't know that, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I just feel like when you're dealing with people that you've grown with, it should be handled a little more delicately
for
because
sure,
they're responsible. They're partly responsible for your career, like,
I
and that's
agree.
the bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you hitting it right on the head. Both of y'all said a lot of key. Y'all touched on a lot of key points with that shit. So I don't know. It goes back to the conversation we're gonna keep having when it comes to this music business. As far as the business, like um, if I invest in you, it's for it's for a gain for me personally as well, right?
For
Hmm.
And
sure.
then, and if you're gonna understand business up front, the thing is in business is to get the most what you can out of a situation without compromising yourself, right? So if I could come with a 16-year-old kid that I don't really know like that, I just know he's talented and I got a bag. Of course, I'm gonna probably throw a contract at him and just try to get the most out of it. That's the music industry. That's business. That's life. It's an
But
art.
also a large part in that is because you really believe in this man too.
Yeah, but that don't have nothing to do with me. Feel like if I'm gonna try to get over on the deal.
Yeah.
It's that kid's parents and his people and the people
Their
around
responsibility to check the
on what
contract.
that contract is right. You know what I mean? So business, you get what you negotiate. You know what I'm saying?
And then you also like to add to your point when you said like this is kid, I don't know him. So sometimes I think these artists look at it and be like, man, how could you do that to me? Because they built a relationship after they signed that contract. So it feels like, damn, how could you do that? How could you have me sign a bad deal? But it's like when you first met that person, I didn't know you. I didn't know if you was gonna make it. I didn't know if, I'm taking a gamble too with my bag.
And in retrospect, as an artist, I've seen artists look at the investors and the people that have the independent deals when they approach them and they're really only looking at a bag. You're not looking at it as, oh, this man got all this money to invest in me. He got these connections and he could walk me into labels and like, oh, like we really finna build a family. Like, no, you looking at it as he finna blow me up. You're not looking at it as nothing else.
Exactly.
So now that things not going your way, you're looking at it as, oh, well, you did me wrong. We supposed to be family. When initially, when you walked into this, you didn't know me from a can of paint. So you didn't know nothing about this family dynamic that we built.
Yep.
Oh, at
I
all. And it's like just to go in depth and just to go in depth with that whole situation, where like you don't know me from a can of paint, we doing business. Like the business of the music business is never black and white. Like if you ever try to do like spreadsheets and accounting with artists, you wasting your fucking time. Like, but if you people don't ever really notice, like, yo, I supposed to be helping you out with your music career, but then it just happened to you having baby mamas. I gotta help you out with the shit with your kids.
Legal trouble.
I gotta put you up legal trouble. I gotta get you a crib. Like you got a smoking habit, so you want money to smoke. Now we talking about wardrobe. Let's talk about traveling. Let's talk about you and your guys. You and your guys doing shit. You doing dumb shit, so I gotta put out bond money. Like when you sign that contract, I'm putting up expenses for all that because you are my investment. So all this money I'm putting down is an investment. And a lot of times in those music contracts, a lot of that shit don't have no. It don't be like, yo, no one's keeping track of what I put in, right?
Some people are keeping track of what they put in. So when you come back yelling, y'all took money from me, this is how much technically
Yeah.
you owe me.
Yeah. But I'm saying the people on the artists is never keeping track of like how much they spent on me.
Not for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Not for sure.
They not
It's
saying like, yo, you spent 100,000 on me. You know what I'm saying? But over here to this year, we only made 25K. So you want to hold 75,000. You know what I'm saying? Putting this money behind me and trying to get this deal and trying to hope that we blow. They're not thinking like that. And then the deal you get, I still gotta bust it down with you, and then we still gotta make sure it lasts. Then you run out of your advance money. Like the whole people don't think about that part of the game. They just
Yeah.
think about other shit. You're not responsible with bread. Like so.
We're not saying he not responsible for it, just
No,
artistic
it's
things.
no,
in general,
In
yeah.
general, I just want to
yeah,
put that out
It's
there.
up to the artist really to you gotta have somebody really in your corner that is gonna keep a track of, like he said, like just the business aspect of it, because I don't see how, if you're touring and you're doing this and you're all over the place, how you're going to be able to keep a track of that. So then when the record label comes and says, "Hey, we have itemized everything that we've spent towards you," you can't argue. There's no way for you to argue that because you didn't keep a track of it either.
I do
So
hope they figure it out though, because
yeah,
I thought we haven't seen well, if I could be wrong, but I thought we haven't seen too many independent labels that come from Chicago and like really just do the journey with an artist, a Chicago artist, and build them up to where they have with her. I'm not gonna say for her, but with her. So I think for the city, I hope they do figure it out, whether it was a bad deal, whether it was some confusion on money. I hope something gets figured out because I feel like that was really like a staple and it gave a lot of other people hope.
absolutely.
I just realized from information I've heard, and I won't speak on it.
Here you go with the information that you heard that you don't want to speak on.
I mean, we just got to give context without giving context. It's just real. This is the we transparent. Like we're gonna be transparent about the situation, but without not getting into street shit. Like at the end of the day, this is street shit. So we're not gonna get in no live talking about street shit and gossip. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think their relationship. I think their relationship might be done. I think that relationship might be done. I'm 70% sure that their relationship is done.
But I even be cool with like if the business is done, but we could walk away like, all right, this is what we did and just move on. I'm not talking about them per se, like, but in another sense, if it was somebody that was coming from Chicago, building this whole empire from Chicago, like it's okay if y'all gotta stop doing business. It's okay for people to walk away from business.
It's definitely okay with
People
people.
act like that's not a thing. You can
Yeah,
literally walk away platonically from a business and it'll be fine.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Hey, shout out to I feel like the people that's gonna do it. The people that I feel like that's gonna do it is
No more heroes.
I think No More Heroes is gonna build it. I think they are an artist away, and it's not gonna be traditional rap that's gonna break them.
Mm.
The next artist that break out Chicago is not like they're gonna be a star. It's not gonna be traditional rap how we feel like how we've been trying to go
No,
about
for
it.
sure. I
It's gonna
believe
be
that
somebody different.
wholeheartedly.
It's gonna be somebody different. But yeah, shout out to her, shout out to all the parties involved, thoughts and prayers to everybody.
Hey, what's up? What's the word?